All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Badger Den tonight for this Wednesday evening game. Tonight, the Lady Badgers of Wayne welcome in the Water Canyon Wildcats up here from Hilldale. Pretty long drive for them as we welcome Water Canyon back into Region 20. They've been over in the 2A classification for a couple years. They've come back to 1A and they're back in our region. So we welcome them back to Region 20 for this Region 20 matchup between the Badgers and the Wildcats. Tonight, the Wildcats come in with a record of 1-6. They're currently number 8 in the region. They are led by senior Joanne Barlow. She is currently averaging 13 points a game and 7 rebounds. Lots of familiar names on this Wildcat roster. A handful of Barlows and some Jessups. We remember some of those great games from a few years ago with Melissa Jessup, who was a lights-out shooter for the Wildcats for several years. And so look forward to a good game here against the Wildcats. The Badgers, meanwhile, come in ranked number 1 in Region 20, currently undefeated in region play. They come in with an overall record of 10-2, which is good enough for the number 2 rank in 1A state behind the undefeated Tapiona Tigers. Badgers are led by junior A.J. Van Dyke, who currently averages 21.1 points per game and 8.8 rebounds. Followed up by Lily Morrill, averaging 9.7 points per game, and Bree Turgeson, who averages 7 points per game. Bree's also the number 2 rebounder on the team, averaging 5.1 rebounds per game. So, looking forward to a good matchup tonight. We're about 3 minutes away from the presentation of the flag and the national anthem and the starting lineup, so we'll take a break for a few minutes and be back for the start of this game between the Wayne Badgers and the Water Canyon Wildcats. We'll be back. All right, here we go, getting ready for the cheerleaders of Wayne High School to present our flag.
gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you out to tonight's ball game. Would you please rise and as our cheerleaders present our colors. Our national anthem tonight will be performed by Sade Simon.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red fire, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Sade, and thank you, cheerleaders.
All right. National anthem was sung by our music and band teacher here at the high school, Mrs. Sade Simon. We welcome the Wildcats out tonight for their starting lineup tonight. They're going to have number 1, Marion Barlow, a junior. Number 2, Esther Nielsen, a senior. Number 3, Mindy Jessup, a senior. Number 5, Tammy Johnson, a senior. And number 23, Serenity Barlow, a sophomore. Over on the Badgers side, the Badgers will be starting number 2, Lily Morrill. Number 3, Timber Wood. Number 13, Maddie Jacobson. Number 23, AJ Van Dyke. And number 35, Bree Turgeson.
And number 23, Serenity Barlow. And now, Badger fans, are you ready? Starting tonight for the Badgers, number 2, a junior, 5'7", Lily Morrill. Number 3, a senior, 5'5", Timber Wood. Number 13, a senior, 5'2", Maddie Jacobson. Number 23, a junior, 5'10", AJ Van Dyke. And bringing up the middle, a 6'5" senior, number 35, Bree Turgeson.
All right, getting ready to start this ball game. Tip is up and comes down to Timberwood, who quickly brings it down the court, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be battered your basketball under their own hoop. Inbound comes into Lily Morrill on the left side, over to AJ, back over to Lily. Tries to dribble up and around, gets it up to Timber up top. Pass over to Maddie, then back into the paint and into Bree Turgeson underneath, who puts it up and in for 2. Bree Turgeson starts us off with 2 points. Sorry, I need to get my glasses on so I can see these numbers for the Wildcats. Number 3, Mindy Jessup has the ball. Gets over to Esther Nielsen. Dribbles baseline, goes up, and it's going to be off the rim, but she's going to get fouled. That foul's going to be on Maddie Jacobson. First foul of the ball game for either team. First shot is up and no good for Esther Nielsen. She'll have one more. Nielsen's second shot is up and good. Ball comes into Timber. She drives it up court, pass over to Lily. Badger swing it back to Timber, back over to Maddie on the left side. She looks in, can't see anything there. Dribble into Lily, bounce passes into AJ, back out to Timber. Long 2, no good off the iron. Bree Turgeson with a great rebound and put back, and she's going to get fouled. So Bree Turgeson was surrounded by Wildcats under there, was able to come down with the rebound, got the put back. She was fouled by number 2, Esther Nielsen. Bree shooting 2, first shot is up and good. Bree's second shot is up and no good. In and out, ball comes down, goes off the fingers of the Wildcats. It's going to be Badger basketball underneath their own hoop. Jacobson inbound for the Badgers. Tries to bounce it into AJ, and the Wildcats come up with a loose ball. Half court line. Maddie and Mindy Jessup fighting for it at half court. It's going to be jump ball. Possession goes to Water Canyon. And right off the bat, Water Canyon's coach wants a timeout, so we'll take a brief break and be back. Wildcat basketball out of the timeout. Ball comes into Tammy Johnson. Tries to dribble it right and goes off her toe and out of bounds. It's going to be Badger basketball. Ball comes into Lily Morrill. She dribbles over to the right side, over to Timber. Back up to Lily. Over to Maddie. Gets it down to Timber on the left side. Up for 3, no good. Ball went through Timber's hands, but she's able to keep it in bounds because for Maddie, she gets a pass over to Timber. Pass comes back up top to AJ, and they're going to call Timber for a travel. Turnover on the Badgers. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. Ball comes into Tammy Johnson. Back over to Esther Nielsen. Dribbles over that right side, tries to dribble through traffic. Ooh, almost had a double dribble there. Gets back out to Johnson. Tries to go right side. Gets it over to Serenity Barlow. Back up to Nielsen. Nielsen gets it over to Mindy Jessup. Back up to Marian Barlow. Back to Nielsen. Nielsen gets over to Johnson. Shots up and no good. Rebound comes down to Bree Turgeson. And Marian Barlow wrapped her up and called for a foul. So it's the second team foul on the Wildcats. 3-1's your score, 6 minutes left in the first. Morrow brings it up for the Badgers. Gets over to Timber on the right side. Into Bree, back out on the free throw line to AJ for 2. AJ Van Dyke. Nielsen has it for the Wildcats. Badgers pressing. Comes around the left side, and looks like we've got an illegal screen. Mindy Jessup called for that one. Offensive foul on the Wildcats. Badgers take possession. Ball comes into Timber. Brings it across the timeline. Badgers sitting their offense. Lily, three-pointer from the right side, no good. Bree Turkison with the rebound. Maddie Jacobson for three, no good off the glass. Rebound comes down to number 2, Esther Nielsen. She tries to get that pass over to Serenity Barlow. It goes over her head. Lily comes up with the ball. Pass comes down to Timber. She looks inside, nothing there. Brings it back out. Lily with it. Pass into Bree Turkison and up and in. No. Second shot's up and no good. So Bree had a couple good looks there, but they didn't go. Jacobson comes up with the loose ball. AJ with it for three. Air ball, no good. And a little bit of fight underneath. Goes off the fingers of Serenity Barlow and out of bounds. It's going to be Badger basketball. Maddie to inbound it for the Badgers. Pass comes out top to AJ from the left side. Over to Timber. She looks inside, tries to get to Bree. Nothing there. Gets back on that right side to Maddie. Bounce passes it in to Bree Turkison, and she's going to go up and get fouled. Marion Barlow, that's going to be her second. So Bree will be at the line for 2. First shot's up and good. Bree's got 5 in the game. Checking into the game for the Wildcats, number 32, Annie Barlow. As Marion Barlow has a seat with a couple of fouls on her. Second shot's up and no good. Rebound down to the Wildcats. Tammy Johnson with the ball. She brings it around that right side. Shot up and no good. Lily with the rebound. Badgers pushing. Pass over to AJ, who rolls up and in. Nope, a little too hard. Bree Turkison comes up with the rebound, and she gets 2. So Bree Turkison off to a hot start tonight. She's got 6 points in the ball game. Badgers lead 8-1. 4:16 left in the first quarter. Ball comes down to Annie. I'm going to start calling these girls by their first names because there's lots of Barlows and lots of Jessups. Bounce pass, tries to go inside to Mindy. It's picked off by Maddie Jacobson. She gets a little pass out to Bree, who puts it up, and it's a little, not quite hard enough. Off the glass, loose ball out of bounds on the Badgers, so it's going to be Wildcat basketball over on the left side. Ball comes into Johnson. She gets that pass over to Mindy. Mindy tries to dribble left. Then she goes right into the paint. Long shot up, no good, off the glass. Mindy comes up with it. Back up to Nielsen. Tries to dribble around the right side. She's blocked off. Mindy with it. Oh, so she got away with a double dribble there. Shot's no good. Rebound comes down to Timberwood. He's on the breakaway. Shots up and no good. Bree with the rebound. It's going to be stripped, and the Wildcats come away with it. Nielsen has it for the Wildcats. Badgers lead by 7, 3 minutes left in the first. Pass over to Serenity. He tries to get that pass over to Johnson, and it's picked off. AJ with it. She's going to run the floor, and Nielsen picked her pocket. Johnson with the ball for the Wildcats. We'll slow it down. Lily gets her hand in there, picks it out. Lily's going to try and go up, and no good. She's going to get fouled. So that's going to be 5 team fouls on the Wildcats. Badgers will be shooting the rest of this quarter. Lily Morrill at the line. That foul's on Tammy Johnson. Morrill at the line trying to extend the Badger lead. First shot's up and good for Lily Morrill. Back into the game for the Wildcats comes Marion Barlow. Meanwhile, for the Badgers, Jenna Erickson and Ava Snedeker check in for Maddie Jacobson and Bree Turkison. Lily's second shot is up and good. 10-1's the score. 2.5 left in the first. Nielsen with the ball for the Wildcats. Ball comes over to Johnson. Tries to dribble through traffic, puts up a shot. No good, air ball. Erickson comes up with the ball for the Badgers. Gets out to Timber. Timber's going to slow it down. Gets over to Lily. Shot is up and good. Lily Morrow from the left side. Johnson passes it over to Nielsen, tries to anyway, and it's almost picked off. Johnson comes up with it, and we've got a travel on. I think that was Annie Barlow got called for the travel. Moore with the ball. Pass over to Timber on the left side. Back up top to Lily. Over to Ava. Back to Lily. Badger swinging over the left side to Timber. Stretch pass over to Ava on the right side. She's going to drive in and get fouled by Esther Nielsen. That'll bring Ava to the line for the Badgers. Wildcats are over 5 fouls for the quarter. Ava's first shot is up and no good. Second shot up and good for Ava. Nielsen with the ball for the Wildcats. Gets that passed over to Miriam and we go out of bounds. Be Badger basketball. Camry Peterson checks into the game for the Badgers as Timber takes a rest. Camry with the ball. Over to Ava. Back down low to Lily. Lily gets the ball into AJ in the paint. Oh, tried to get it over to Jenna, but Jenna wasn't quite ready for it. Camry saves it. Back over to Jenna. Over to Lily. Back out to Ava on top. Ava's going to go for three. No good. Jenna with the rebound. Hands it off to Camry. Back over to AJ. AJ's going to drive into the paint. Put the shot up and good. AJ Van Dyke for two more. 15-1's a score. Minute 7 left in the first. Jones with the ball, gets it over to Mindy. Shots up. Badgers come down with the rebound. Moore with the ball for the Badgers, gets it over to Ava. Ava passes it back over to Lily. Back down low on that left side to Ava. Lily misses the pass, goes off her hands and across the timeline, and the Badgers will get called for backcourt. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. 41 seconds left in the quarter. Tried to get it over to Miriam, and AJ picks off the pass. She drives into the paint. That shot's up hard, no good. Miriam with the rebound, gets over to Nielsen. Passes over to Johnson, back over to Miriam. Back to Mindy. And AJ picks that one off. 21 seconds left. Pass comes up to Camry Peterson. He's going to drive around that left side into the paint. Nothing there. Gets it into Jenna, who tries to go up, and she's going to get fouled. And Jenna will be shooting two. The foul's on Esther Nielsen. That's 3 on her so far in this first quarter. Jenna's first shot is up and good. She gets her first point of the game. She'll have one more shot. Second shot is up and short for Jenna. Rebound comes into Nielsen. She drives up the court trying to get a shot off. 8 seconds left. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass. Ava comes up with it. AJ with it. Long shot. No good. And that's the way the first quarter is going to end. So after one, the Wayne Badgers lead the Water Canyon Wildcats by a score of 16-1. We'll be back. All right, it's going to be Badger basketball to start the second quarter. Wayne leads by 15. Timber to inbound it for the Badgers. Pass comes into Camry Peterson. Back over to Timber. Down that left baseline for Maddie. She puts up a three, in and out, no good. Bree Turkson gets the rebound. Tries to go back up, no good, and gets her own rebound, goes up again, and Bree Turkson gets 2 more. That's 8 points for Bree in the ball game so far. Johnson with it, puts up a shot, no good. Jenna Erickson comes up with the ball, gets out to Camry. Camry drives up the floor. Ooh, and yep, I thought they missed that one, but they caught her. She got called for the travel. Wildcat basketball on the left side. Ball comes in. Let's see, that's Nielsen with the ball. Tried to get that down low into the paint to Jessup, and Jenna picked it off. She gets pass up to Camry. Went just a little too far. Got to Maddie. Maddie tried to go up. She got blocked. Nielsen comes up with it. She'll bring it up court for the Wildcats. Johnson with the ball. Pass to Nielsen. Over to Jessup. Shot is up. Air ball. Timber comes up with it. Timber pushes it up the right side. She's going to go into the lane, and she's going to go up and in for 2. Timber Wood gets her first points of the ball game. 20-1's your score. 6.5 left in the half. Nielsen with the ball. It's over to Johnson. Looks in, back to Nielsen. Nielsen tries to drive into the paint, back to Johnson for 3, no good. Camry Peterson comes up with the rebound for the Badgers. She dribbles out and brings it up the floor. Pass to a wide open Jenna underneath. She goes up and in for 2. And Coach Klepper wants to take a timeout to see if they can slow this Badger offense down. So we'll take a break as well. Badgers lead by 21 points. We'll be back. All right, out of the timeout, it's going to be Wildcat basketball. 6:11 left in the half. Nielsen gets the ball into Johnson. Tigers come out in a little bit of a press. Nielsen with it for the Wildcats. Back up to Jessup. Tries to go up, and Jenna Erickson gets the block. Pass comes up to Timber. Long pass down to Maddie. Up and in for 2. Maddie Jacobson. Her first points of the ball game. Nielsen with it for the Wildcats. Drives into traffic. Gets it over to Jessup. He puts up a shot. No good. Rebound. Contested. Jump ball. It'll be Wildcat basketball down under their own basket. Wildcats still looking for their first field goal of the game. The only point has come off a free throw. And there it is. Tammy Johnson for 2. Timber with the ball for the Badgers. Driving up court, gets over to Maddie. Over to the right baseline to AJ. Puts up for 3. Good. AJ Van Dyke for 3 points from the right side. She's got 7 in the game. Nielsen with the ball. Down into Jessup. who's in the paint. Looks like she got pushed a little, no call. Out of bounds. That ball will stay with the Wildcats. Into the game for the Badgers, number 15, Miley Brinkerhoff, and number 1, Kira Peterson. Nielsen with the ball on the right side for the Wildcats. She's going to try to drive in, gets it over to number 23, Serenity Barlow, who puts it up and in for 2. $27-5 your score, 4:46 left in the half. Ball comes into Timberwood. Brings it up for the Badgers. Pass over to AJ on the left side. Long pass up to Kira, who looks inside, gets over to AJ on the right side, who puts up another 3, no good. Brinkerhoff with a rebound. Back to Timber for a long 2. Air ball, no good. That one's going to go off of Serenity Barlow's hands and out of bounds. It'll be Badger basketball. Ball comes in Peterson. Tried to get into Brinkerhoff, but the Wildcats were there. Nielsen with it. Long pass down to Johnson. Puts up a shot. No good. AJ comes up with the rebound. Picks up her dribble, gets over to Lily. Will dribble out, bring it up the court for the Badgers. Brings it across the timeline. And Serenity poked it out of her hands. It'll be out of bounds. Badger basketball. Checking in for Water Canyon, number 1, Miriam Barlow. Ball comes into Timber, back to Lily. Up to AJ at the free throw line, up and in for 2. Van Dyke with 9 in the game. Johnson with it for the Wildcats. Long pass over to Mindy. Drives around, gets up to Miriam. Shot is up, no good. Rebound comes down to AJ Van Dyke. She'll bring it up court for the Badgers. Dribble pass to Lily. Over to Timber. Back to Lily. Swings it over to AJ. Back to Lily up top. Looks inside, gets over to Timber on the left side. Timber's going to drive in. Oop, lost the ball. Kira's got it over to Lily. Lily's going to put up a 3. No good off the iron. Ball comes down and out of bounds. Wildcat basketball, 3:18 left in the quarter. Johnson passes it into Nielsen. He'll bring it up for the Wildcats. Gets over to Mindy, sorry. Back to Nielsen. Pass up to Mindy. Long pass over to Johnson. Put up a shot, no good. Rebound down to the Badgers. AJ with it. Pass up to Timber. AJ with wide open from the left side, up and in for 3 points. AJ Van Dyke gets 3 more. Badgers lead by 27. Johnson had it up to Nielsen, and she was bumped, no call. Timber with it, she's all alone, driving up, and no good. Off the glass, and AJ comes up with the rebound, puts it up, and she's going to be fouled. So that's our first foul of the quarter on either team. Foul's going to be called on Tammy Johnson. That's her second. They'll bring AJ Van Dyke to the line. First shot up and in and out, no good. Bree and Maddie come back into the game for Kira and Miley. AJ's second shot is up and good. Johnson brings it up court for the Wildcats. Gets over to Nielsen, back into Johnson, put it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Barlow. We'll put it up, no good, and the Badgers come up with the rebound. Morrill brings it up court for the Badgers. Pass over to Timber on the left side, shot up for long 2, and it goes in. So that's 4 points for Timber in the ball game. No, 6. Johnson puts it up. Maddie comes down with the rebound. Long pass up court. Timber with it. She's contested by Nielsen. Timber's able to get that pass over to Maddie, who gets it over to Bree. Puts up a hard shot, no good. Wildcats come up with the rebound. Minute and a half left in the half. Badgers lead by 30. Pass over to Johnson, back to Nielsen. Takes a step up and shoots it. In and out, no good. Bree Turkison with the rebound. She'll hand it off to Bree and bring up Timber, will bring it up court for the Badgers. Over to Lily on the left side. Pass over to AJ at the free throw line. She'll put it up and in for two. AJ's not going to miss that shot. Wide open. She's got 15 points in the ball game. Johnson brings it up court for the Wildcats. Picks up her dribble. Gets it into Miriam in the paint. Over to Sarandi. Tries to put it up. Lily gets the block. AJ with it over to Lily. Pass comes over to Timber on the right side. Long pass over to Maddie. Trying to dribble around. Gets bounce pass into AJ. Up and in, no good. And Nielsen comes up with the rebound. She'll push it up court for the Wildcats. Tries to dribble in. Timber's there guarding her. Oh, gets around her. Shot is up and no good. Comes down and out of bounds. It'll be Badger basketball with 6.3 seconds left in the half. Camry Peterson checks in for the Badgers, as does Annie Barlow for the Wildcats. Pass comes into Camry. Back to Lily. 3 seconds left. Up to Maddie. Up and in. Yes. So that one bounced around a little bit, but it went in. So Maddie Jacobson gets two more. So at the half, the Badgers lead the Water Canyon Wildcats by a score of 39-5. We'll take a break for a few moments and be back with some stats. All right, here we are at halftime. Lady Badgers against the Water Canyon Wildcats, and currently the score is 39-5 favor the Lady Badgers. So a little bit of a lopsided affair tonight. For the Wildcats, their 5 points. We've got Serenity Barlow with 2, Tammy Johnson with 2, and Esther Nielsen with 1. Over on the Badger side, let's see, we've got Bree Turgeson. She's got 8 points for the Badgers. Jenna Erickson's got 3. AJ Van Dyke currently has 15. Ava Snediger's got 1. Maddie Jacobson has 4. Timberwood has 6, and Lily Morrow has 4. So a pretty good game for the Badgers. They're able to kind of run their offense, do about whatever they want on both sides of the ball. Not a lot of offense on the Water Canyon side tonight. A few reminders about some upcoming games we've got for the Badgers. Tomorrow night here at home, we've got our boys facing off against Milford. So those games will be at 4 o'clock, 5:30, and 7 o'clock. You can watch all those games on our YouTube channel. Again, it's the boys against Milford here tomorrow night. On Friday, we've got wrestlers in Milford, and on both Friday and Saturday, it looks like. Excuse me. So, yeah, wrestlers will be down to Milford on Friday and Saturday, and then on Friday and Saturday for both our boys and girls basketball teams, it's a sophomore tournament over to Paiute. So, yeah, both teams, they combine that tournament with both boys and girls. The girls were initially supposed to be last weekend, but they moved them all to the same weekend. So I'm not entirely sure what time the girls play. The boys have their first game at 7:30 on Friday night, and then there'll be more games on Saturday. So we're about 3:45 away from the start of the second half. I do think the mercy rule will be in effect because the Badgers are ahead by more than 30 points. So it should be a little bit of a quicker second half. But we'll be back in about 3.5 minutes to start this second half of basketball between the Wayne Badgers and the Water Canyon Wildcats. All right, coming out of the half, it's going to be Badger basketball. Peterson passes it into Ava. Back over to Peterson. Dribbles, gets the pass back up to Ava. Bounce pass down to Lily on the right side, who put up a shot for three. Good. Badgers extend their lead off a three-pointer from Lily Morrill. Johnson gets the ball up to Mindy. Johnson had it. Ava poked it out of her hands. She's going to bring it up and slow it down. And they're going to say she traveled. I didn't think she picked it up, but they call her for that travel. Stoppage of play for a minute as AJ ties her shoe. Ball comes into Johnson for the Wildcats. She'll bring it up court. Gets it over to Mindy. Back over to Johnson. Puts up a three. Good. Tammy Johnson with a three-pointer. Snedeker with the ball. Gets it over to Kara. Over to Lily on that right side. Pass into Jenna Erickson, who puts it up and in for two. On that low post. Coach Stevens giving some of his younger girls a little bit of experience. Johnson with another three from that right side. Lily passes the ball into Ava, who brings it up court for the Badgers. Bounce pass to Kira. Looks inside, nothing there. She'll dribble around, pass back over to Ava, back to Lily on the left side. Bounce pass in to AJ. Try to go over to Jenna Erickson, but she couldn't handle the pass. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. Clock continues to run under the mercy rule. 6 minutes left. 44-11 is the score. Nelson gets the ball over to Mindy. Pass that one down into Serenity. Tried to dribble inside. She's surrounded by Badgers. Can't get a look at the basket. She gets the pass back out to Nielsen. Up to Johnson, back to Nielsen on the right side. She'll try and dribble inside. Gets that pass up to Mindy. And up to Johnson. He'll put up another three. That one's not going to go in. Marion Barlow gets the rebound, puts it up in for two. Marion Barlow with her first 2 points of the ball game. Peterson with the ball for the Badgers. Over to Lily on the left side. She'll get a pass into AJ in the paint. She'll go up and in for two. Van Dyke with 17 points in the ball game. As Nielsen brings it up for the Wildcats. Pass over to Johnson. She's going to put up another three. No good. Morrill comes up with the rebound. She can pass over to Ava on the right side. Ava drives up the court. Bounce pass into to Erickson will put it up. She's going to get blocked, and Wildcats will come up with it. Nielsen will slow it down for the Wildcats. Oh, I thought she took a step, but he didn't call it. Johnson has it back to Nielsen. Back over to Johnson on the right side. She's double teamed. Nielsen with it. She'll put up a three. No good. Morrill with the rebound for the Badgers. Pass out to Ava. She brings it across the timeline. Tries to get a bounce pass into AJ, but Wildcats read that one. Oh, AJ got it back. Lily with it. Pass into AJ. Go up and under for two. Nope, no good. Rebound Wildcats. Nielsen with it for Water Canyon. 46-13 is the score. 4 minutes left in the quarter. Pass comes over to Johnson. Back to Jessup, over to Johnson. She's going to try and go up, and Jenna got her on the foul. They were saying she was looking to pass instead of shoot, so they'll call that one on the ground. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. Coach Stevens subs in three players. Camry Peterson, Miley Brinkerhoff, and Timber Wood come in. Pass comes in to Johnson. She'll put up a shot. No good. Annie Barlow tries to go up, and she's going to be blocked out of bounds. It'll be Wildcat basketball. Nielsen gets that pass into Mindy. So try to drive over to the right side. Johnson up for 2-3, no. And A.J. Van Dyke comes up with a rebound for the Badgers. Long stretch pass up the court. Tries to get Timber, and Nielsen was just trying to be in the way and was. Got some disruption. Tried to get the pass down to Serenity Barlow. Went over her head and out of bounds. It'll be Badger basketball. Serenity comes up with a smile on her face. She's having a good time. Pass comes into Camry, back to Timber. She brings it up across the timeline for the Badgers. Pass over to Camry. Over to AJ on the right baseline. Up for 3, no good. Camry with the rebound. Timber for 3. And that's going to be an air ball. Nope. Saved from going out of bounds by AJ. Camry had it back over to AJ. He's going to drive into the paint. Tries to go up, and she's going to be blocked from behind by Mindy. Loose ball. Timber comes up with it. 18 on the shot clock. Camry had it. Back out to AJ. He'll go up and in for 2. Van Dyke for 2 more. She's got 19 in the game. 48-13 is the score. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Johnson with it for the Wildcats. Over to Nielsen. Back over to Johnson. She's going to put up a 3-pointer from that right side. Air ball. Going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Badger basketball. Marion Barlow comes into the game as Serenity Barlow takes a breather. AJ inbounds the ball to Timber. Pass comes over to Camry. Oh, and she tried to get the pass over to Miley Brinkeroff, who thought the pass was going to go somewhere else, and so she wasn't ready for it. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be turnover to the Wildcats. Johnson brings it up court for Water Canyon. Pass down into Merriam. Tries to drive into the paint. Tried to put up a shot, and Bree got her hand on it. Saved out of bounds. Johnson comes up with the ball. Tries to put up a shot. No good. Going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. Minute left in the quarter. Clock's ticking. And Coach Klepper decides to call timeout before the Wildcats get called for 5-second violation. So we've got a timeout on the floor. "30-second timeout. We'll be back in a few short seconds. Wildcat basketball down underneath their own hoop. And he tries to get that ball into Nielsen, but Bree Turkison is there. She's surrounded by Wildcats. A little back and forth there, and the Badgers come up with it. Timber with a long pass down underneath to AJ. She goes up and in for 2 more. Van Dyke has 21 points in the ball game. Johnson brings it up the court. She's guarded by Camry over on that right side. Hands off to Nielsen, who's going to put up a 3, no good. And Bree Turkson comes up with the rebound for the Badgers. Passes it over to Timber. She'll push it up court for Wayne. Pass over to Camry on the left side. Bounce pass into Miley Brinkeroff. He's going to go up and get fouled. Foul's going to be on Marion Barlow. Miley Brinkeroff left 2 shots. 6.5 seconds left in the quarter. 50-13 is your score. Brinkeroff's first shot is up and in and good. Miley Brinkeroff with her first point of the ball game. Second shot up and good for Brinkeroff. Nielsen over to Johnson. She'll put up a long 3 off the glass and no good. So after 3 quarters of play, the Badgers lead the Wildcats by a score of 52-13. We'll be back. Water Canyon possession, start the fourth quarter. Ball comes into Johnson, back over to Nielsen. Pass comes down to Miriam. Back up to Mindy. Over to Johnson. Johnson dribbles around right side. Tries to look in. There's nothing there. See, Johnson with it. Lots of bodies. Having a hard time seeing. Nielsen with the ball. Comes drive it in. She's going to put up, and she's going to get fouled. So Johnson tried to drive that right baseline and got hammered. I think that one's going to be on Miley Brinkerhoff, and it is. Her first foul of the game. Nielsen's shot is up and no good, in and out. She'll have one more. Second shot up, no good. As Brinkerhoff fights for the rebound, comes up with it. Nielsen got knocked out of bounds on that rebound. A little bit of contact, no call. Bree Turkson tries to go up. She's going to be blocked by Merriam. Rebound comes down to Elena Grundy, who's checked into the game for the Badgers at the quarter. Shot up, no good. Grundy with the rebound. Pass that to Morrow. Erickson with it up on the left side. Pass over to Grundy. She'll drive in, pick up her dribble, gets it out to Miley. Back to Lily, bounce pass into Miley. He's going to try and drive in and go up, and she's going to get fouled. So some aggressive offense there from Miley Brinkerhoff. As she'll come to the line for two. Fouls on Miriam Barlow. Her fourth foul of the game. Miley's first shot is up and good. Second shot up and good for Miley Brinkerhoff. Ball comes into Johnson, back over to Nielsen. Guarded by Morrow. She drives it around the right side, tries to come baseline. Tries to go up and under, no good. Rebound comes down to Jen Erickson. Grundy with the pressure there on Nielsen. She drove around that underneath the basket. Morrow passes it out to Erickson. He's going to put up a shot, no good. Brinkerhoff with the rebound. Pass out to Grundy, over to Lily. Tries to get into Bree. Back out to Erickson. Tried to bounce it back into Bree and passes just a little bit off. Miriam Brinkerhoff picks that off for the Wildcats. Nielsen with it. Oh, she tried to cut right there and lost the dribble. Lily had it, but she lost the ball and tried to get the ball down in there to Annie Barlow. She lost the dribble out of bounds, so be Badger basketball. Serenity Barlow comes into the game for the Wildcats. Ball comes into Grundy, back to Morrow. She dribbles up court for the Badgers. 54-13 is the score, 5:46 left in the game. Ball was almost picked off by Johnson. Lily with it, she tried to drive in and Nielsen pokes it out. Coach Stevens wasn't too happy with that one. Nielsen drives it up court, tries to put up a shot, no good, and Brinkerhoff fights for the rebound and comes up with it. Gets the pass over to Erickson. That ball's poked out of bounds by Serenity Barlow. It'll be Badger basketball. Pass comes into Morrow. She'll bring it up across the timeline. Looks inside, tries to get it into Erickson. I got to see. Sorry, I had to push a few buttons here. Loose ball foul on Miley Brinkerhoff on that rebound. That'll be her. No, they called that one on Jen Erickson. So that's Erickson's second foul of the ball game. Wildcat basketball. Johnson brings it up court. Ball over to Nielsen, back to Johnson. She's going to try and drive into the paint. Shot is up and no good. Saved by Serenity. She gets it into Johnson, and they're going to get, I think, Elena Grundy. See who they called for that one on the rebound. I'll bring Tammy Johnson to the line. The Wildcats' first shot is up and good. So Johnson has 9 points for the Wildcats. 54-14 is the score. Second shot up and no good. Miley Brinkhoff comes up the rebound. She's doing a good job underneath there for the Badgers tonight. Grundy brings it up for the Badgers. Loose ball. Brinkhoff picks it up. Morrill has it over to the left baseline to Maddie. I think that pass was over. Supposed to be to Grundy, but Brinkhoff grabbed it. Maddie with it. Lily has it up top. Poked out by Johnson. Lily dribbling around to the right side. Pass underneath to Jacobson. Will go up and in for two. Maddie Jacobson. She's got 6 in the game. And Coach Klepper wants another timeout. So this is going to be a full timeout, so we'll take it as well and be back for the remainder of this ball game. Actually, I'm going to come back in and read some sponsors during this full timeout. We've got a lot of great sponsors, picked up a couple over the last week that we want to recognize. So we've got M&D Auto and Blackburn's Recreation, Jorgensen's Power Sports over Richfield, State Bank of Southern Utah, Chuck Wagon Store in Delhi, Cliffle Ball, Christina Brown Designs, Jackson Excavation, Bryan Farm Service Center, Fillmore Plumbing, Harward and Reese, Stan's Burger Shack, Duke's Slick Rock Grill, Whispering Sands Motel, Brown Brothers Construction, Lowell Builder Supply, Papa Ducks, Car Wash, JG Electric, Garcane Power, Royals Market, Grundy Concrete, Blackburn's Propane, Tug Energy and Howie's, Franson and Albrecht Physical Therapy, Mason Machinery, and Sean and Len's Phil M Fusion Restaurant. So again, I want to thank all these great sponsors who help make our sports programs happen here at Wayne High School. As Nielsen gets the pass down in there to Serenity Barlow, she's going to get wrapped up by Erickson, and it's going to be called for a jump ball. It'll be Badger basketball. 3.5 left in the game. Maddie with a long pass up to Kira Peterson, who checked into the game for the Badgers. To Snager, back to Peterson, back to Erickson. Jacobson with it. Pass comes over to Miley Brinkhoff, back to Ava on the left side. She'll put up a three-pointer, no good. Brinkhoff with a rebound. Long pass. Ava saves the backcourt, gets it over to Kira. Pass down to Jacobson on that left side. Three-pointer, no good. Nielsen comes up with a rebound for the Wildcats. She'll bring it up court. Takes a screen from Mindy. Loses the ball, picks up her dribble. Mindy with it. Tries to drive around, gets over to Nielsen. Look inside, she's going to try to drive the paint. Back down to Serenity. Tries to go inside, and Erickson is there, and Brinkhoff comes up with another rebound. Try to get the pass out to Maddie Jacobson. That ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Serenity, and it'll be Badger basketball. Pass comes into Ava. She'll get the pass out to Maddie, who's left wide open on that three-point line. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Johnson. She'll push it up down the floor for Wildcats. Loose ball. After a lot of ball bouncing, the Wildcats come up with it. Nielsen with it up top. Miriam gets that pass over to Johnson over there on the right side. She's surrounded by Badgers. A little bit of a stoppage of play. Jump ball into the game for the Badgers. Sophie Turgeson and Camry Peterson. Minute and a half left. Nielsen inbound for the Wildcats. Pass comes into Johnson. It's going to be knocked out of bounds off of Snedeker's fingers. Wildcats retain possession. Pass into Johnson over on that right side. Nielsen has it. Nothing there. She goes over to Miriam. Tries to get down to Nielsen. Nielsen gets it, goes up and in. No good. And Brinkhoff with another rebound. Bringer having an awesome game on the boards tonight. Camry with it, kicks it back out to Snagger. I'll take a long two, no good. Rebound comes down to Serenity. She'll get that ball over to Nielsen. 40 seconds left in the ball game. Pass comes down to Johnson. Try and drive that right side. Tries to go baseline, but Camry's there. And Mindy had it. Goes off her fingers and out of bounds. Nope, they said that was off the Badgers. Into the game for the Badgers. We've got number 34, Lindy Jones, as Brinkoff checks out of the game. Ball comes into Miriam. Puts a shot up, in and out, no good. Kara Peterson comes up with the ball. She'll drive it up court. 12 seconds left. And the Badgers just try to kind of finish this one out. Try to get that ball down to Ava on the left baseline, and Nielsen is there. Ava pokes it out. 1 second left, and this one's going to end with the Badgers with a 56-14 game over the Water Canyon Wildcats. So pretty dominant ball game from the Badgers from start to finish. Sorry, I got to push a few buttons here, then we'll get some stats going. So yes, the Badgers come up with a 56-14 win tonight over the Water Canyon Wildcats. As far as scores go over on the Water Canyon side, Serenity Barlow had a pair. Tammy Johnson, who was the high scorer for the Wildcats, she had 9 points. Esther Nielsen with 1. And Miriam Barlow had a pair. I think that adds up to 14. 1, 2, 11, 12, yep, 13, 14. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Over on the Badger side, Bree Turgeson finished the game with 8 points. Jenna Erickson finishes with 5. Miley Brinkerhoff ended up with 4 and a whole pile of rebounds. Miley Brinkerhoff had a great game as far as rebounds go. Ava Snediger had 1. Maddie Jacobson had 6. Timber Wood with 6. Lily Morrow with 7 points. And then AJ had, 4, 7. AJ ended that game with 21 points for the Badgers. So just right at her average for the game. So pretty dominant win. A good region win for the Badgers here tonight in the Badger Den. We wish the Water Canyon Wildcats a safe trip home as they make that long trip back to Hilldale. We wish them well. So here for the Badgers coming up tomorrow night, we've got the Milford Tigers here facing off against our boys. Those games are at 4, 5:30, and 7. You can catch those games on our YouTube channel. We've got wrestlers in Milford on Friday and Saturday, and then we've got the sophomore tournament for both girls and boys on Friday and Saturday. So we wish all of our athletes well in the coming days. Our next broadcast will be here tomorrow night as the Wayne Badgers face off against the Milford Tigers. So we'll see you all tomorrow night, and until then, go Badgers.